What's going on, guys? Fearless here. This is part 2 of the video I will call the Bruce Pender John Deere 8 horsepower Tecumseh engine, which I'm sure he'll get a kick out of that. This particular engine is a 1978 HM80 8 horsepower. I know his is either a 73 or a 74, which was the very early ones. I know they first came out with them in 1973. You saw how it looked before, and this is the after. I went ahead and drilled the hole for the carburetor choke knob, because originally this had a pull lever, but this has a modern aftermarket carburetor which would not have accepted that style choke, so I just updated it to modern style. Other than that, it's still original. What else? Let's see. Yeah, because when I got the engine, it came with that aftermarket modern carburetor, and it's really difficult to find those old style choke levers, so that's why I just went ahead and updated it, and it works great. It's got the primer here. These older ones were also made to put the primer here if you wanted to. This one also has the port where you can adjust the throttle cable, since this one runs with a throttle cable instead of just the lever here. Okay, I did end up painting the entire engine. I was originally only going to repaint this part and the bottom where it was mismatched, but when I added the paint, it just looked mismatched, so I ended up painting the entire thing, and it came out excellent. Another thing I wanted to mention on this engine, this is the original gas tank, and this is the gas tank that would have been on the 1973 and 1974 engines. Now, I'm not positive, but I believe, well, I know for sure in 1973 the mounting bracket for this plastic tank was different. It was a flat metal plate that went over the top like this on the top side and the bottom side, right? Which I'm sure Bruce's, that's how his would have been originally. However, this style bracket would have also worked on his early H80. This is from 1975 on. This is the style mounting bracket they used. This kind right here, which had two pieces, top and bottom. But other than that, this is the tank that he would have originally had on his engine. As you can see, it has the little choke, oil knob, which if you wanted to, you can screw on a regular dipstick style one. I'm not going to bother because I'm selling this engine, okay? What else is there to mention? It's missing its cover. I don't think it had an electric start, but for whatever reason, that bubble cover is missing. Not a big deal. You can get those, or you can even make that with a piece of sheet metal. It does have a older style fuel shut-off, except this one's new. It's a new one, but it was made as the old style instead of the plastic one. Works well. On these older ones, the electric start, the switch was made to go back behind here. You could have it back behind here hidden instead of up top, which was good. And those older ones had a porcelain switch box instead of plastic, and if it was hidden back here, moisture couldn't get to it. On the newer plastic style ones, if you get rain or ice on them, that button can and will freeze up, and then you have to replace the switch box. So that was a nice feature to let it sit back here. Otherwise, this is a true 1978 Tecumseh that was on an 826 John Deere built by Aaron's, and the engine was made for John Deere by Tecumseh. And now I'll go ahead and do a quick start and show how well it runs, and then this engine's going up for sale on eBay for about $300 to $350. It's in pristine mechanical condition and also now pristine cosmetic condition with an updated choke knob, so it worked out well. It's warm already. It's not that cold out here today, so I'm not going to even hit the primer again. It's on choke. It's on, let's see, it's on kill right now. Bring it to 3/4. That's about 3/4. All right, started on choke, and this engine runs excellent. It's 41 years old. It's about 4 or 5 years newer than the one Bruce has on his engine. This engine runs perfect at 41 years old. Some of the newer ones even, like I have one now on a 96 Craftsman, it's a 10 horse. At full throttle, it likes to pop. This one doesn't pop or anything, it runs smooth. So it's amazing. It still amazes me how well these engines run after such a long time, even after 40 plus years. All right, let me go ahead and do a start now of this. That should be good. Okay. I'm full. So far. Probably about 3,300 right there. It runs anywhere from about 1,700 all the way up to about 3,600 RPM. It's got a 3/4 inch shaft, wide shaft, 2 1/4 long with the keyway groove. Bring it down to slow now, and then we'll bring it back up to full speed before I shut it off. Slow as she goes. Believe it or not, that throttle cable is actually causing me issues. It's binding up a little bit in there, and that's why it'll run a little bit uneven at full. That's an easy fix. I just probably put it on backwards, but otherwise it runs damn good. See, right now it's kind of surging around because this throttle cable isn't secure, so as soon as I start holding it, balances out. So it's not the engine, it's just the cable going to the linkage that's causing that. But now she runs actually perfect. One more time I'm going to rev it up and I'm going to shut it down. If I hold the cable right there, it runs like perfect. Now I'll slow it down. And now I'm going to shut it off. And there you go. That's my 1978 Bruce Pender John Deere Tecumseh HM80 project. Complete. Now the engine will go for sale. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Fearless out. Take care.